switch back to a reverse sweep. Let's find out.
There you go.
guys.
JT red side. I was like, okay, you have to switch something up.
Satu
You lost on
match
blue side every
lagi.
single time. Switch something up, and this is going to be big now. How are J team going to
Kalau
adapt to being on the
Nova
red side
menang
now?
dia
They don't have the
langsung
first pick
jadi
potential anymore, but now
juara
they have 2 picks to counter the
Icons
Wolves.
ya.
I think what we learned from Game 3 is that J team either doesn't or won't play Yumi.
Si ingat
Because of that
auto ban
switch
lagi
over
ya.
the red side where you have to ban Yumi anyway, I guess that could be the benefit here versus having to ban Yumi on blue side, which is just a GG go next angle.
Yumi.
It is a GG go next, but Wukong being banned away every single time. I mean, like,
Yeah, I love that.
punch
I
home.
love that.
Jax.
Yeah, it's
Punch
just
home every
brilliant.
time.
There's the Jax, so removing more of that late game power from Nova, but we know that Long's champ pool is as far and as wide as the eye can see. As we
I
wait
thought
to
you was
see
going
our-
for something.
If you listed
I was
out,
worried.
Lucian sekarang di
if you had
ban.
a list of the champs that Long could play in the jungle, it would be a very long list. Wow. Thank you.
Great one.
Thanks, Brandon. You always got my back.
And I feel like spiritually, Nova have gone back to the same style that's worked best in WRL. It feels like after they've been able to
Oke, Nova mengambil
biggest
Camille.
contenders and the ones that were most likely to gatekeep them from the finals in the first place. Once they got to that point, they were more than willing to go back towards a style that succeeded for them in the past, having a scaling option for Long in the jungle, being able to play aggressively from there, and then go into the late game with a scaling composition that Camille fits right in that build.
Yeah, and the Camille gives you the options to make plays in the early to make game as well. Go for something flashy in skirmishes. We've seen Long pull out some highlight reel clips with that Camille. Won't be surprised
Oh,
to see him
JT
highlight that one
dapat
again. But with that in
Lee Sin
mind,
lagi ya.
he's also had an MVP performance on Camille. This is good. I like
So
this.
now it's like J team. They have 2 other picks. Do they potentially take away the Corki? Corki could be a one
Sure, I think
that
you
you
can.
could take away.
Dapat
you just go
JT
Jace
dapat
again.
Jace.
But now I
Seems
just
to
feel
me
like I just feel like Nova
Corkinya
just
masih
go Corki
open.
here,
Yeah.
and they're just like, okay. You know,
Yet again, is J team just tunnel visioning on the early game, right? Jace Lee said, "Will secure your early game, but at what cost?"
Yeah, exactly. Comfort picks really as well.
Sure,
I feel like
that's
they
fair.
take.
To be honest, Pan had a great showing on the Jace in the first game. I think his damage, his pokes, pre-Dragon fights,
Sinzhao.
was
Oke.
fantastic. It's just
Camilla
not a
Byron berarti ya.
Yeah.
All right, so Camille going to the top side of the map.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ah,
And there it is.
Corkinya kembali
I
terbuka.
think this is fine for Nova.
Kembali
Again,
di pick.
Zinzhao's a very good champion. Into Lee Sin, into Jace. Loves to dive in. You know, Jason meaningful,
this is so
Lee Sin as well. But
nice.
also, they go for Riven now. But again, the way that I see JT
Riven,
is
yeah.
like, okay, we want to go in. Zinzhao is the perfect champion for that. You
Yeah.
just use your ultimate, you knock everyone away, and all that engage that you have from J Team is basically negated.
The 2 big things I want to take note of in this draft right now is like, firstly, what Brandon said, barrel lane matchup now going to get a lot of attention.
Galio.
Camille against Riven. Whoever gets a lead in that matchup is
Di
likely
ban.
to snowball. You want to devote all your resources there. But I really love Nova sacrificing their top side of the map, just showing all 3 picks there,
Okay.
just to make sure that they would not get
Gokil nih
counterpicked by
animasinya.
JT 4-5 from Red. This is really good stuff to secure their bot lane, ban away the trash. Really smart from Nova. They know J Team are going to throw the Gambit down in Dragon Lane now.
This is a little surprising to me. The
No ban.
Alistar being banned by J-Team, right? I feel like this could
Yeah.
be a great angle for the Alistar here. They need some form of disengage. Maybe something like the Gragas could still come through. Nova have so much engage going for them. You have the Camille going through, you have the package, you have the Sinzhao, and then whatever you want to finish off your composition with just rounds off that composition. J-Team, on the other hand, they don't have many tools that can get you away from a fight to begin with. You're very likely going to have to reposition away from these fights. And you think back to how J-Team lost and failed the fights around the Dragon was because Nova collapsed
Yang
in on
mana
them and they
sport
couldn't
semua ya.
stop them.
Hutan doang
Alright,
atuh.
something going on with
Did they really just style on? Did they
No,
really
no,
just,
we're waiting to see what
Did
the
they really
ban
just
is.
style on them and then just like
They
they just
respect
didn't ban
sport
them?
too.
No,
I
I'm
think.
sure there's something there. We're probably just going to have to wait and see on that one. But I mean, from the picks that we do see already, I really love the idea that both teams are taking. The approach, it's cool. Both teams have good drops.
We'll get an update to you with what is the status on draft right now, as it does look like we're in a holding pattern.
Karma
And
udah dapat
oh,
karma.
Oh wow, Karma was one that I forgot about.
Wait, Karma is still up.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I mean, Karma is really a champion.
It's
that hasn't
game one
really had
all
a lot
over
of-
again.
I mean, it
Yeah.
hasn't really had a lot of priority at all in this series, which is quite interesting because, you know, Karma for me is like more of a supportive champion. You can play her in the support role, but you know, the WRL teams love to play her mid lane, love to play her in the dual lane as more of an AP carry as well. So now it's over to Remake. I feel like Remake just picks Oriana, Ziggs here. Ziggs is open. Ziggs can be a pick for Remake. There's a Rakan.
More
I honestly
engaged.
feel like this is a Ziggs pick. Rakan Ziggs is a really good combo. Use the
Right,
quickness
yes.
from Rakan, use the Mega Inferno Bomb as well from Ziggs, and it's a really good combo. And Remake has performed really, really well in Ziggs, and there it is.
Ziggs is
Ini
a
nggak
champion
nge-ban Nova ya?
here. You look at the things that this secures for you, the combos that Nova have access to right now. Like you said, the Rakan Ziggs combo.
Yep.
You have the Corki Ziggs perma scale, perma wave clear combo. You have the Camille Ziggs, Hextag ultimate, them
Oh,
in the
gini ya?
Inferno Bomb
Bisa
side lane
kalah
on
yang
someone
kiri
combo.
kayaknya.
There's just no play for Nova, for J-Team. I really love Nova's draft yet again.
And again, it's the Xin Zhao as well, because, you know,
Yeah.
you think of J-Team, you know, they have opportunities to dive onto, you know, the Corki and the Ziggs, but then you have Xin Zhao. As long as Xin Zhao's next to them, disengage, really easy.
And I really love how Nova used Xin as an Olaf replacement. Olaf has been falling off in the meta. Xin has a good matchup into Lee. I love this adaptation from Nova.
And then the classic, if you're picking engage with Rakan, we'll pick disengage here with Gragas. It doesn't necessarily fit with the rest of the engage composition that you drafted in 1, 2, and 3, but they do have themselves an AP answer here.
But I think the good thing is that Gragas sometimes is used to isolate a target. You know,
It's
you can
great
isolate a
against
target. Yeah, you can isolate a target with
Bisa
the
masuk
exposure
sih,
mask,
bisa
maybe the
ini
Ziggs,
bisa
maybe the Corki
combo-combo
as
sih mereka nih
All right,
Camille-nya.
so with that just
Ulti,
confirmed as
Rakana
well with League
masuk,
admins,
Ziggs
Nova
masuk.
deciding not to ban.
They're just
actually
that cool.
decided?
They are just that
They
cool,
were just like, we
Digon.
don't need a ban.
We don't need to ban
We're gonna
Karma,
we're
one of
gonna
the
follow
most
this
banned
series.
champions in the game. We got it. You guys can take that one.
Dikasih
take our
satu
2
kayaknya nih.
picks here. Game
Dikasih satu
number
menang nih
4.
kayaknya.
And the first of possibly many match points, or maybe the only match point needed. Nova versus J-Team. Let's send it on over to Rafa, Riku, and TJ.
Playmakernya ya.
Well, Digon,
dari Camille,
this
rupanya
just
Camille,
could be the very last
J-nya
game
si
of the Icons' first ever global championship.
gitu.
And it is Nova sitting on stage in a moment that I'm sure will be carved into the rest of
Corkinya
their
bawah kali,
lives,
Ziggs mid.
as they need win only one
Bisa.
more game to be the first ever world champions in Wild Rift. And J-Team, as we get these cameras on them, are looking a little
Oh,
more
ada
dire.
tadi siapa tadi
It's a little more depressing to look at their side of the stage because they, well, all the pressure is on them.
Yeah, this is it. This is do or die for J-Team, and meanwhile for Nova,
Oke, kita langsung ke
talked
match-nya
about
ya,
that they're
guys.
one game away from being the first ever Icons Global champions. And
remake kan?
if they do win this one
Nah,
in a
bener.
4-0 fashion, that's cementing them truly how dominant they are in
They
the
beat
entire world.
FPX to
Ketemu
get
Ziggs
here.
nggak
Uh-huh.
bisa.
They took on the best opponents
Ziggs
in
nggak
the
ada skill
bracket,
soalnya.
and they stand here not even looking phased so far. We were
Nope.
talking between games. Our biggest criticism of Nova so far in this series has been that they look like they're having a little bit too much fun. Last game, Neon was getting a little too aggressive.
Yeah, we saw
ditendang.
even
pisau.
outside of the rift, before the draft even started, we could see smiles from Nova. They were stretching. They were in a very good mood.
They got a 3-game buffer, man.
True.
But if Nova want to clinch down this series, they
Masih
need to tighten it up.
melanding-landing
Potentially the
aja.
last game.
And if J-Team want to somehow come back in this, they have a game plan.
Cherry.
It's get Cherry gold early. Here he comes trying to steal away some jungle, and he is on vision. They will know about him.
And look at Long right now,
Beli
rotating
harusnya
quickly.
tunaikan
Even
3
Neon,
orang.
they want to get this
Ada ward di
collapse.
situ.
No.
Iya.
So the entire game plan for J-Team is to get Cherry an early lead. There's a lot of squishy characters over on Nova. If Cherry on the Lee Sin gets early gold, he can pass it around,
Naik semua ya
get burst
supportnya.
damage, win the game.
Yeah, DY tried to get back into the river, but out of position, not on the same
Everyone's
sync up.
here.
But
Yeah.
Dawn is forcing the flash. You can see that
Oh, yeah.
everyone is
Demi-
throwing hands at each other just
Semuanya.
because they know how pivotal it is for Cherry
Hampir
to
semua
get
kecuali
online
ADC
early.
-nya.
What a crazy start to a game 3 played on a knife's edge. J-Team
Nah,
win the
dapat lagi
skirmish.
satu
They're
tadi.
going to get both of these scuttle
Bisa
crabs.
jungler
So a
juga.
minor gold lead for their star carry in the early game.
And the fact that Cherry didn't even need flash.
Barry flashing forward. Gets the flash out of Remake. Can they punish here? Cherry is going to stay here. They can
Tawan,
prep a
nggak
dive.
ada ward
Remember,
situ
he
tuh.
still has flash. He can make a play over
Ya, kebaca.
Looking for
What's Waduh. Lagi team fight lagi.
Yami. Yami doesn't have
Nggak
subs
kena.
from the prior exchange. Cherry still has flashes.
Nggak ada
You called it
ulti.
out, Riku. The rest of J-Team forcing
Belum
them
ada
temporarily
tendang,
off
I
the
guess.
turret, but they can't look for the dive.
But this is what map control, tempo control looks like. Because J-Team had enough. Uh-oh.
Wah, flash itu.
Neon?
He'll be fine.
I think.
Oh,
No!
Oh,
Nova!
dibuang flash.
First blood for
Flashnya
Neon!
dibuang.
Remember,
Dia pikir
guys,
aman
this
ya,
is
Lee.
the mid lane that came in as a substitute for Nova. Originally a Baron
Sayang
laner,
banget,
and said,
Jess.
I can roll swap, I can fill in for the team.
And we saw his performance when they went up against FPX. Truly remarkable. Truly just very stable. And the fact that, again, Pan held onto his flash with that 1v1 trying to run away. Neon trusted his skill shots, and then he got that first blood for Nova.
And up against FPX, we saw Long, the star player over on Nova, get shut down, which meant that the
Itu
game
Cherry,
fell into
ini
the hands
Berry.
of Long, into the hands of Yuza and Remake, who stepped up. Here in this series, it has been the Long show all series long, so much so that Long stands on the precipice of being the first and only player in our international history to hit 100 kills in a single tournament.
Roaming-roamingnya enak.
He's at 99, Mark.
And it feels like he might do it in a manner where he's just crazy when it comes to his champion pool. He is unchallenged, not only right now as we look at it, not only his champion pool, his performance, his consistency, and it's just everything. Always at the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
Awas,
that
kawan,
rotation.
tinjau tuh.
Here we go.
Like
now.
DY
Oh,
doesn't have
sakit
flash anymore. They
banget.
punish on it. Remake finds the kill.
Stays at
Dikit lagi
99
flashnya.
kills.
Baru
Remake
ada.
able to find one, which will get more badly needed gold onto the key carry, the Ziggs of Nova Esports.
Barry looking for the collateral
Yeah,
long,
kena.
forcing the flash out of him. He's got Cherry in his back pocket alongside Pan. They force him away from the river.
Really good signs of life from J-Team here as they bring the entire team to bear on a Rift Scuttler, maintaining control of the Rift as these Drakes come up.
I think the biggest difference is that, yeah, Cherry is still lingering around this corner, hunting for
Does he
Long's
dare?
head.
Do it, do it.
Will he?
Oh!
That means that Nova Esports maintain control of their side of the jungle, but don't have any
100.000.
extended control of our next objective. 17 seconds away from Rift Herald and Dragon.
Tukeran ya.
J-Team do have the burst damage early on to win this fight, if only they can coordinate well enough.
And it all boils down to Cherry again,
Tuker
building
aja
up
deh.
Yoma's Ghostblade, wanting to get that damage in. Rift Herald, we might see the early 4v4 because as you can see, Neon and Man are doing a big 1v1. Remake though being forced out of his tower because of Barry's bulk.
They're starting Rift Herald up in the top side. Neon dueling down bottom for a kill.
He's about to package forward here, but the rest of the 4v4 is on the other side of the map. It is the explosive cast from GY, scaparating the map. Cherry with the Dragon Strike finds a two-man knockup. Long is taken out by Barry, and the rest of J-Team have the damage to secure the first.
Sudah mati dong.
Wait,
Oh, masih dapat.
DY
J-Team masih dapat.
secures it, but Remake gets a revenge kill onto Cherry.
EJ might continue this though, we'll see.
Karena
No, not
jungle-nya-
enough range, too risky, but Remake kills Cherry.
Jungle
Chasing
mati ya?
forward here versus Neon. Cherry
Ngesin Zhao-nya.
lives into the
Iya,
second
mati
half
tuh.
of that fight on maybe 1 HP, and Remake correctly sees an
Gila,
opportunity to get a little bit more
Zhao-nya.
gold, poking over the wall.
Gotta love this team fight though. The
Oh,
kick coming
Karma
from
emang
Barry
asem ya.
in the back
Keikat
line with the
Karma
transcendent
tuh.
embrace was just beautiful to watch. And at this point,
Look at Cherry right here. 1 HP,
Oh, dia
the
mati tuh.
shield it keeps him up,
Tapi
and then he
masih
just
dapat
steps a little bit too
hero-nya.
far
Matian
forward.
masih.
And Remake says, yoink.
yeah, really
Siapa namanya?
sneaky.
Jix.
Bomb clips him, man. And now the rest of J-Team. There's still a Dragon to fight over here.
Yeah, J-Team in control of a game for kind of the first time in a while. Slightly behind in gold, but they do have the Rift Herald in their pockets. That should give them the leverage necessary to fight for this dragon.
And I think it's a really good sign for J-Team. Imagine they're 0-3, by the way, in this series. And looking at how they've been
Yeah,
playing
Dragon.
so far, very aggressive. Look at Cherry finding these flanks,
Mountain,
finding
yeah.
these kills.
The big target here is Remake. If Cherry can find a way to shut down Remake, that's kind of the first item on the agenda. He's gotten a lot of gold early, and he can do the most
Cloud.
damage in this game by a mile.
Remember, Dawn is not here, 4v5.
Itse on to the aggressive. Going forward with a hook shot, forcing DY to body slam over the wall.
Our fight resets here. J-Team backing away, scared of the Nova engage. They need to find one through their burst damage. Use Cherry to start the fight.
Ini
Pick
nggak
off key
kenal ini.
targets.
Pan gets a little bit of
Saya
burst damage
berkurung.
down on a Neon.
Tuh, masuk kan
Oh,
cakapnya
Yami
combo
forward.
maut.
Mega Inferno Bomb. That's the 100th kill of the game for Long.
Tendang.
And Nova Esports can continue the
Langsung range
pressure.
semua masuk.
Itse has got Barry and the rest of J-Team wrangled up here in the blue buff jungle.
Oh,
100 kills this tournament to
Karma.
Long, and maybe a
Oh, coba,
dragon's their
coba.
name.
They're still pretty much healthy at this point to keep going. Look at Neon. He
Whoa!
wants to get
Yeah, Cherry was pushing in the mid lane, gets the Rift
Oh,
Herald
this is
unlocked
bad.
for the mid turret, but gets singled out and forced away by Neon. That ensures that the
Look at
Dragon
this.
will go over to Nova.
DY
Will it?
still sticking
DY?
around.
DY tries to steal it, throws out a cast, doesn't make the steal happen. happen. Long secures it. Here comes Pan on a 1v2.
Dawn's coming.
Can he get the damage out? Dawn is coming, is making the charge. Long
Gak ada karena
blinking, but
orangnya
doesn't
kurang
fall.
pada
And Dawn is
respon
too
semua.
late.
What a fight! It was so straggled.
Ini lagi dorong
Absolutely,
berapa?
Rika.
Dapat aurat
And
tapi
during that time, Cherry ran the Rift Herald through the mid lane, did find 2 turrets there, or a turret and a half, and just got the turret in the top side. So, weirdly enough, the gold at the end of all of that nonsense is dead, even despite Nova cleaning up the fight. A whole lot of gold goes on to DY as the mid turret falls. That brings his support character almost 1,000 gold
mati nih.
ahead.
Oh, Dawn, I don't know if you want this. Here comes Yami once again. The grand entrance knockup. It's going to force the Blade of the Exile out of Dawn. He's got backup here. Barry fishing for poke.
Tuh udah
Yeah,
nggak
this
ada
is
charm tuh.
absolutely tricky. Dawn, very low. They're
Bisa
going
tuh,
in.
DY
bisa
body
tuh.
slam, explosive cast,
Nah.
right onto Nova's heart and core. Can they get the
Cakep
damage
gerakannya.
down? Pan finds it onto Long, shuts down the jungler for Nova. They're continuing the dive. Remake has got nowhere else to run. No
Nice.
summoner spells, and it is Barry and Cherry with the cleanest dive.
The turret juggling by J-Team, the way that they maneuver, the way that
Nice
push and
try.
pull, he's fine. He's gonna be A-okay.
He's all right.
He's
Kena 3 orang.
okay.
Just
He's
a
alright.
redemption.
But this is the way that you really should play. J-Team is doing everything right. We're looking at Nova's composition, still has to scale in 50 minutes onwards, and now they're taking advantage of that window.
Yeah, we are seeing the aggression we've been missing, and it is worthy of this Coca-Cola pop-off play. As look at this dive, looks so scary, but Remake is the instant focus. The way that Cherry immediately refocuses as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes in, they use Barry shielding to amp up the attack, and they find key kills heading into this second Rift Herald fight.
It's absolutely scary. Remember, the push and pull.
Package from Neon separates members. It looks like they've already isolated one onto
Taruhannya
J-Team
dulu.
Barry. Can they collapse? Can they
DY gets him
reorganize?
out.
But the rest of Remake has to get out because he was singled by J-Team's front line. And now the reset on the Rift Herald.
Yeah, both 80 carries, Remake, Barry are low. They have to go back. They
Reset
have to
the
reset.
Sinzao.
Not committing just yet. Vision-wise, it's still pretty good for both of these teams. And again, the Barry almost died there. DY saved him.
So things to watch as this fight continues. Remake doing massive damage, doesn't have Mega Inferno Bomb yet, but will again. Also, Neon doing really well in this game. Will have a lot of gold. It's down to Cherry in particular to find those kills.
Cherry forced the flash there.
Oh,
But then another
mati
fight on the right
karmanya.
side. Barry's been picked off here by Neon.
pick
And now
off.
Nova can collapse. They have the numbers advantage.
Here comes JT. This is the burn on the Rift Herald.
Cherry, can he get in? He has vision, but he can't see the objective. Long secures it once again. Cherry has to force to give it up. Mega Inferno Bomb ensures that he can't recall just yet.
The target prioritization of Nova, they're able to get Barry very easily here. And again, Nova doing everything right.
Rift Herald in the top side as Nova continue to press forward, continue to do everything
Oh, here
right.
comes Yami. Grand entrance, quickness. They've charmed him up. Pan has got nowhere else to run. He pops the stasis,
dead.
but it's only delaying the inevitable. A flash away. Is that the sweep?
Flash.
He doesn't clip it, but it gets his flash. He
Secure
ensures the kill.
kill
You
ya.
gotta love how Nova is
Walaupun harus pakai
adjusting through
flashnya,
J-Team's
tapi
playstyle.
oke.
They've
Nice
said,
move.
okay, you're aggressive. We're gonna do that 2 times. And look at Neon.
Wait, Neon is getting so much damage, flashing away from Cherry. The Dragon's Rage, the stun. Bam! J-Team locked
Balik,
down
balik,
Neon.
A massive pickup for J-Team. I don't know if it's enough to stem the bleeding, though, as their gold lead has evaporated as Nova continue to find fight after fight, kill after kill, and they are scaling. This is going to be a scarier Remake in 5 more minutes once he's completed his second item. This is
The
only
balls in the way.
Luden's Echo that is doing all of this
Dar,
AoE
oh
damage.
selamat.
You can't
The
disrespect
ball of it.
Remake Ziggs. It has been taken away from him the entire series. And the first game he gets it, he is dropping damage like bombs, baby.
Objektif loh. Turnamen mah
Literally.
kill nggak usah
And
banyak-banyak loh.
imagine what TJ said. It's just a Ludens. He's even building a tier, which means he's expecting this to go through the long haul. He's expecting that Cherry, Pan, and Dawn are going to be constantly eyeing for an opportunity to eliminate him.
DY finding the body slam on the long. I don't know if you want to tangle with this
Nggak ada yang
warrior.
backup tuh, lihat
And
tuh.
Yeast is coming for the flank. And Yami is able to tangle that into a 2-man knock of the rest of J-Team. Have to find a way, but here comes Neon with the package once again. J-Team have been separated at their very core.
Yay!
Cherry running for his
Mati tuh
life,
mesin.
popping the stasis, but it only
Mati
delays
Jesse
his
juga.
death. J-Team once once again routed off, and Bear is the only one left standing.
And Nova came into this tournament with everything to prove. They're not a legacy League of Legends organization. They're not a name that League of Legends fans will have known, but they're a name mobile esports fans will have known. And here in Wild Rift, they are stepping up moments away from closing out this game and winning their first ever World Championship.
We're heading into 14 minutes of the
Turret,
game. Two
demi
dragons
turret ya.
secured by Nova. Let's take a look back at that fight.
It all started because of the engage, the powerful engage that Nova has. You've got hookshot, you've got hextech ultimatum, knockups, everything. If you isolate a certain target, everybody's pretty much squishy on the side of Nova. You clean the fight. The target prioritization again of Nova is just insane.
It's perfect. They know exactly who to focus, and every time JC make one of these mistakes where they step a little bit too far forward. We have it from Dawn, we have it there from DY. Nova punished them perfectly, saving cooldowns. Long used his ultimate right when Sherry wanted to re-engage and potentially turn the fight.
Yang biru
Nova took the
udah.
entire front half of that battle without spending anything, had everything still up for the second half.
Cherry was trying to link off of Yami and find Remake with a kick flash. Could not get in range. Clutch exhaust.
Yeah, instantly used the exhaust. Remake not having any of Cherry. Cherry, one of the few members of J-Team that still has any gold to their name and can do serious damage to the key carry over on Nova.
And one thing that Nova has now, they've won the 5v5
Aduh,
earlier. Now they've got the 4-1 split push that Yize will always win against John.
Langsung
And a
masuk
1v1
kemana.
standpoint, collapse coming through.
Jerry, you gotta run, buddy. Yize doesn't get in range. Can't lock him down with the hextech ultimatum.
And this entire time, Long was cleaning out the top side of the map, took away a whole bunch of jungle farm, and set up vision. With the Baron on the map, J-Team have to know they are playing with their tournament lives on the line. One team fight loss could eliminate them from Icons and crown Nova world champions.
Looking for the pick right now. Dawn and Cherry trying to link up onto Yize, but he's got too much mobility. And Cherry is forced to flash.
Wah,
But he
combo
knows
semua masuk kan?
the cavalry is coming in. Yize with the hextech ultimatum locks him down with the hook shot. He clips him. Precision protocols enough damage. DY with the explosive cast trying to link him up. Leewall Long in the 1v3, but he calls in Neon for backup. And the rest of Nova have to retreat here, have to bide their time, waiting for cooldowns. Yami with another grand entrance. Yize looking for the hook shot. If they get enough damage here, they can push it. They can take everything.
Two dead, including the jungler. J-Team don't have enough to control this map. Baron is up. Turrets are falling in the bottom lane. Here in mid, Nova have almost done it.
Yeah, J-Team losing a lot of map control right now is very risky for them to walk forward with the map state right now, or else it might snowball into Nova ending this game.
Nova have their hands on the trophy, Mark. They have one palm pressed firmly up against the trophy on this stage as they look for one more good fight. They have an 8,000 gold lead. They have a scaling composition. And the only thing they need to do now is not screw it up.
And bide their time for the Elder Dragon to spawn. Nova can play the slow and patient game. Wait for J-Team to come forward. It is on them to make moves, and it's on Nova to punish.
And the only thing Nova needs to do is keep bullying J-Team, keep taking away their jungle, keep growing this gold lead.
And I feel like the only angle J-Team could take, a very, very slim chance, is Yize split pushing without teleport. But I don't think it's very difficult right now.
A kick onto Yami, they stun him down. Grand entrance in the quick dip, no way he gets out. He's out.
Oh, nyaris gak dapet juga dia.
J-Team can't even get a pick onto the
Mati
support.
Gragasnya.
And Neon is looking for the collapse package. They chain onto DY. It's a still 4-on-4 for Nova and J-Team. And J-Team have health bars advantage. They might look to pursue, but you gotta be careful about Remake's damage.
This is the best chance J-Team are gonna get. A one-for-one trade. Their support for Neon.
Looking for it, Grand Entrance doesn't clip him, in front of Bomb, only gets Dawn onto the backside, tactical sweep, looking for Cherry, looking for Yates, Dawn about to fall, and Nova looking to push for the final win, double kill over to them, Nova, it's just one more, Barry, they're gonna go down the mid lane, if you take out Barry, you get your team, they're going for it,
Oke,
don't even
GG
wait
ya.
for the Elder, there it is, Nova!
GG guys, Nova sang juara dunia
This
ya.
is them blasting through the grand finals and in great
What a statement for Nova Esports. 3-0 in the final. We didn't know if they were going to be able to complete the sweep, complete the final game, and there it is.
Nice try,
Not
nice
even
try.
close.
It's insane when we look at their journey coming from play-ins. They had a few bit of struggles a little bit when we talk about teams that took games off of them, but it did not stop them. It did not stop them at all. 4-0, they took down FPX even in the playoffs.
They had to make roster swaps. They had to come here and beat the best teams in the WRL back to
Iya,
back
harus selfie
after
dulu.
climbing all the way out to the play-in stage. And this has got to be the best selfie that they have ever taken.
Damn right, TJ, get the trophy
Yeah.
in the picture with you guys. That is your name right. That is yours. You have
Langsung.
earned it with every single match.
Nova Esports, your world champions.
Congrats Nova Esports ya. Ini PUBG-nya juga juara dunia kan? Pernah juara
And
dunia
it
kan?
doesn't get better than that.
Para boy itu
The
ya.
first ever world champions, earning Nova Esports a legacy that will remain in Wild Rift for years to
Sekali
come.
lagi
And I
selamat
want to go
Nova
back and
Esports.
talk about some of the struggles that Nova Esports faced to
Nice
get
try
here.
buat
You mentioned it before,
J-Team
Neon
ya guys.
was
Oke.
a role swap from Baron lane to mid lane.
Sekian dulu
Their
video dari
main
kita.
mid laner was Guogo, someone that brought in Long from
Jangan lupa
the
like, comment,
LDL,
subscribe ya.
from the RNG squad.
Thank you for
and said, hey,
watching.
Wild Rift is coming
Oke.
out. I think we